I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to be ignorant about anything at all. I am white, okay? I'm not going to be ignorant about anything. I literally listened to your whole show. I heard what you have to say, and I don't blame you. But there's some things that I completely disagree with.
Like what?
Okay, well, I mean, like, the reason why you were suspended off Facebook is because that was a racist remark. Was it not?
No, that was a factual mark, because that's what his attitude was. I knock niggers out.
Okay.
He said he was a racist in that act.
Exactly.
That was an act of racism.
Exactly.
So I just called it like it was.
Exactly.
I didn't put any words out there that didn't represent what happened.
Okay. So you admit that was an act of racism.
What he did, yes. When he went up to that white man that black man with the intention of knocking that elder black person out, that was a racial act of violence.
Okay.
That showed the nature of the white man.
Listen. If you knew that was a racial act of violence, why would you put it on Facebook?
Because I'm showing the nature of the white man and what he's really about. That's the real mindset that he have. I knock niggas out.
Okay, we'll drop that. Okay, so right now, this is the Black Supremacy movement. Yeah, I get that. Okay, but if it was me and a bunch of white guys doing this, it would be considered a hate crime and hate speech. Would it not?
I'm sure you consider what I'm saying hate speech.
No, I don't. I think this is, to tell you the truth, I think this is kind of awesome, what you're doing. You're trying to get people together for a movement and all this other stuff. I mean, do what you want to do.
Would some white people say that this was hate speech that I was doing? That's why they suspended my account.
I mean, there's a way to do this without it sounding like hate speech, but yeah, it does sound like hate speech.
Right. So they would see this as hate speech as they would see white people speaking against black people as hate speech.
Okay. Yeah, but why don't you try to fight the people that are hating against black people, not just every white person? Because
every white person is participating in the machine and the system of the spiritual, physical, mental, psychological, and economic oppression of black people. Every white person is participating in that. And by default, them not overthrowing it themselves and giving it over to black people shows their participation. They're accessories to the crime.
Okay. So by me not even doing anything, I'm participating to the crime?
Yes, sir.
How? Please explain.
If you see a woman in an alley getting raped, and you just keep walking, right? But you show some act of trying to stop the crime that's going on, or the atrocity, right?
I would call the cops and I would run down the alley and be like,
what are you
hit
doing?
The person.
Right. What are you doing to stop white supremacy? What are you doing?
I'm not supporting it.
Okay, so by walking across the alley, you just say, well, I'm not supporting the rape. I'll keep going.
But I'm not walking past the alley.
Right, but I'm just saying, what you're doing with the condition of black people, you're saying, I'm just not supporting white supremacy. I'm not going to go and attack and destroy white supremacy or help support black supremacists to destroy white supremacy. You're saying I just don't support it.
In the past probably year and a half, I've probably hit KKK websites and other white supremacy websites offline for about 2 weeks, so they couldn't get any funding or any members going into it, okay? And this is what I do for fun, by the way, because it gets them mad. So
but you know, the real white supremacist, let me show you. The real white supremacist is the federal government. It's the police department. It's the system. Have you taken Obama offline for weeks? Have you taken the penal institutions to open up all the cages to let the black political prisoners free?
No.
Don't tell me about something you're doing to some old redneck in the woods, sheet-wearing crackers, because they're insignificant with the ultimate social reality of slavery. They're so irrelevant. The institution of white supremacy is the real problem today. And the institution of white supremacy has killed more black people has oppressed more black people than the KKK has ever had.
So what you're telling me is I might as well go and join the KKK and do everything I can to stop you guys. That's exactly what you're saying right now.
I never said that. For one, the KKK cannot stop me.
You're saying right now.
The KKK
can't stop you. But see, if they had someone like me on their side, I could hit your website off for weeks. There goes all your money and all your funding for your website and getting people together. You know how easy it would be to take a group like this off Facebook permanently?
Since you're so powerful, go ahead and do it.
Seriously, dude, if you want me to?
I'm as scared as they come, man. I'm so scared of what you could do to me.
Okay.
I'm shaking. I'm pissing in my pants.
You asked, man. If you seriously, I'm not going to go out and do it just for the fuck of it. If you want me to, it'll happen. Let's see, I could do it tomorrow. How about that? Tomorrow, probably 8 o'clock my time.
Hey, I want to see you do it.
Okay. And I'm actually going to give you my Skype, so when you want to come back and be like, hey, do you mind putting my website back online? I'll be like, okay, I'll put it back online. You stop being an ass to me, I'll stop being an ass to you. That's how it goes. Equal rights.
Hey, if you could take that website offline, I don't even want it.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll hit it offline, and then I'll force entry it and take it for myself.
Hey, help yourself.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty much it, buddy. Well, I hope
Thank you very much for being the white supremacist that you are.
I just wanted to. I'm not being a white supremacist. You asked me to do these things. You asked me to do these things.
You calling from the perspective of a white supremacy. You issued a threat that you could take down a black website. That's something that a white supremacist would do, or that's even how a white supremacist would be thinking.
Oh, is it really? I said I could.
Absolutely.
I didn't say I would, and then you asked me to.
Why even mention it? That's like I could kill your mother. That's like I could get your IP address and come see you. I mean, why certain threats? Why would you be trying to make them?
You wouldn't be able to get my IP address. Trust me.
You don't know what I'm able to do. First of all, you don't know what type of technology I'm working with.
7 proxies, 2 VPNs, and a virtual.
You don't know what type of technology I got, buddy. You limiting the possible technology that I have.
Listen, the FBI can't even get to me. What makes you think you can get to me?
That's white supremacy thinking. You don't believe in some black revolutionaries out here that are more technical, savvy, and have more.
Even though you were making a statement there, that's black supremacy talking to me.
What do you mean?
The exact same thing you were trying to prove to me, I'm trying to prove to you. Just because you just made that reference, even though you were just trying to use it as an example, that's still being racist against a white person.
Right. You made a white supremacist threat that you would do what white supremacists do, which is destroy what black people are doing. It's in your heart to even think of something like that, to even come up with that. That's like me calling your radio show and saying, do you know that I can destroy everything that you're going to do? I'm white supremacy. I have all the power and all the technology in the world. I can destroy everything you're doing.
See.
That's a white supremacist attitude, ain't it?
Well, you just showed the exact same attitude by saying you're going to kill my mother, even though it was an example. I said that I have the ability to do it. I said I have the ability. I have more technology than you can imagine. Exactly.
To get your IP address, even through your proxy servers and all that. I got you. You underestimate the power of the black man.
If you can, tell me my IP address right now.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah,
you'll see.
You can't. But anyways,
I'll engrave your IP address on you in blood.
Will you now?
Don't limit. You Let's see how white supremacists think. They never see. They underestimate the power of the black man or what the black man can do.
Okay, but listen.
You're not coming to me as an equal. You're coming to me with the belief that you have more superior technological advancement and ability than I do.
No, I'm not.
And that just might not be the case.
Or anything than black people. I say I have more intellect and idea of technology than you do. Not the black race. It's not racist. I'm aiming this at you.
And I happen to be black, and you really believe that. You don't believe the power that I have.
Me saying that makes this a hate crime. Is that what you're trying to say?
It makes you a white supremacist in your thinking.
So
that you feel that you have more power than this nigga on the Blog Talk Radio, that you can threaten to destroy my website or my group and nothing can happen to you because I'm a powerless nigga in America that don't have the technological capability to get your IP address and come and blood encrypt your IP address on your fucking neck.
Okay, so now you're thinking like a white supremacist. So aren't you doing the same thing that you're trying to teach these people not to do? To speak up for themselves, to be proud to be black?
This is what you want. You want me to prove how powerful I am.
You're using a white man's website to spread your word, which is what you're completely against.
No, I'm not. I'm using a Hindu's website, a Dravidian.
That's still a different race.
Dravidians are black.
No, they're fucking not.
Do your research.
Hindu.
Do your research.
I don't need to do my research.
Dravidians are black.
I know what I'm talking about.
Do your research.
Okay. I'll do some research. But anyways, besides that, you're using a white man's Skype to do your thing.
I don't mess with Skype.
It goes through the fucking radio thing. So technically you are using Skype.
You don't even know what the hell you're talking about, man.
Yes, I do.
Stop trying to flim-flam the zim-zam, man.
Look, you just made a racist remark yourself.
Stop trying to flim-flam the zim-zam, man.
Stop trying to talk like a elite hacker. Look, you just stole the words right out of the white man's mouth. Aren't you against that?
Stop trying to flim-flam the zim-zam.
Anyways, I'm done putting up with your ignorance, but
You weren't ignorant. You called in. Who was ignorant? You called in as the bad white man that could destroy black groups, but you try to act like you're a liberal, but you couldn't wait to try to show your technological superiority.
Guess what, bro? I don't even live near your continent. I don't know why you're fucking freaking out.
I got people all over the place.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Absolutely. So stop limiting who you think I am and what you think I could do. That's the problem.
First of all, I know you're not coming to the UK anytime soon.
I got goons in the UK.
Oh, I'm sure you do,
bro. I got goons in the UK.
I'm sure you do.
Hey, I'm telling you. Don't believe me. Don't believe me.
I don't. I really don't.
Don't believe me.
Just like you don't believe me that your website's going to go down tomorrow.
Hey, it's equal. I look at that as equality. You do what you do to me. I do what I do to you. That's fair.
So why can't you look at the whole world like that?
I do, and the white people are raping, destroying, killing indigenous people, black people, oppression, prison industrial complex, corporation, and then they call on your radio show with the threat of their superior technological.
Stop being ignorant. Stop being ignorant, okay? Listen, technically, Africa is the motherland. Everybody came from Africa. So technically, I can say I'm black.
Technically, but not literally.
Technically, I am black.
But not literally.
I came from the motherland just like you did, just like fucking the guy next door, just like the person fucking a million miles away.
You crawled out of the caves. You know you crawled out of the caves of Europe. You know it. You the Iceman. You the original Neanderthal.
Okay, so what are you saying? You guys stayed in the cave? No.
You from the caves of Europe.
Yeah.
You are not from Africa.
Yeah. Everybody was originated in Africa, but I'm from a completely different continent.
No, you didn't originate in Africa. You originated in Europe.
See, now I'm starting to get where you're coming from for the fact that you don't even know what Pandaria is, you fucking retard. Like, I can't believe you black people are...
When the people that look like you...
Seriously.
Ask me this.
I don't get why you people
when the people that look like you come on the planet.
He is retarded. At least find someone that's smart to lead you.
Listen. Was that after Pangea? When did people that look like you come on the planet? Was that after the Pangea?
No, actually it wasn't.
Like you.
Do your fucking research.
Did y'all start in the hot ass Africa, or did people look like that start in Europe?
Do your research.
Answer the question.
The human species
when
was
did
developed.
motherfuckers that look like you start at?
Before Pangea.
When did the first person that started to look like your ass start at? In Africa or in Europe?
I'm done with your fucking.
Because you have been smashed.
Anyways.
Stop trying to flim-flam with them.